Hi guys, today we're going to be, my mum's going to be doing my ejection, but I'm going to be making the factor. So what I mean by making the factor is I have to prime the needle. So first you have to sterilise your hands, just to make sure that you don't get any germs in your veins, because that can be very dangerous and it can give you just like diseases and stuff like that. So first things first, you take this off. Well, you sterilise your hands, then you take this off. This is the factor. You have to take it off. So this is the factor. What you have to do, you have to push it down and take the plastic off. Now, what we have to do, there's some water in there that we have to mix. So you screw it on. You have to mix the water with the factor. Then you unscrew it. Nope. You keep that on. Make sure it's quite tight so it doesn't all get air in it. Make sure it's really tight. Now you need to unscrew it. No, you need to mix it round. You need to mix it round so all of it's nice and mixed. Now you have to take all of it into so you need to suck all of it into the syringe. Now we unscrew it. Now we make sure all the air is out of the syringe, because that can also be very dangerous for your veins. And it can cause blood cancer? No, not blood cancer. It can do something really...
Put air in your blood.
Yeah, it can put air in your blood. Yeah, it's very dangerous. My mum's always been telling me never put air into your body because it's very dangerous and it can harm you. So you push all the air out. Now you screw it on. Screw this on. So this is the needle. Take this off.
Not yet.
Yeah. Yeah, so what you need to do now, make sure all the bubbles are out. So you need to flick it. And this. There we go. Now we put that in there. We need to sterilise our arm with these wipes, because that can also lead to diseases in your vein.
Sterilise it first, fine.
Yeah. So take this off. You need to make sure that you wipe downwards. So
Only a little bit.
yeah, so about there.
Yep.
And you get the tourniquet. This now. Tourniquet on. You make sure you've got like a pillow we use to rest my arm on, and I clench my fist to get my vein nice and juicy, so it's easier to get the needle in. But one rule about the veins, well, it's not a rule, but it's something that you don't want to do, is if you can see the vein but you can't feel it, don't inject. So if you can actually see the vein but you can't feel it and you think you can inject, I wouldn't. But also don't inject into your wrist, because there's something called archers. Arteries. They could be under the vein and they bleed a lot.
Pull back a minute.
So yeah, we need to concentrate here.
What are we looking for?
A flashback.
We are, that's right. We've got a small one, haven't we? But I think we've come back out of the vein.
Yeah.
Let's just dive. There
There
we
we
go.
go.
Oh, it's come back out again. Hold on.
You need to drink a lot as well. There we go.
Right, I'm not too far in, so I'm just gonna put it on the slow release, because I don't want to come out of the vein.
Mhm.
Do you want to push it in?
Yeah.
I can see you're quite dehydrated actually, it's really dark.
This, I think you need to always hold the needle when you're pushing in, because sometimes it's quite, if you can push in quick, it can make the needle come out, and then you can start bleeding a lot when you're not ready. You need to put pressure on it for, we say, about 5 minutes, and don't bend your arm like that or just like really far to hold it on, because that can also bruise the vein, and then you won't be able to inject into it anymore, or it will just be harder to find, so it damages the vein. I've learnt all this off my mum and the doctors. She's like my teacher, like my home teacher.
And hero.
Yeah, she's like my hero, my little hero for injections. Because if I wasn't on prophylaxis, which is when I inject a lot of the time, it would be very hard. So with my mum, I think I'm really lucky to have a mum like that, that she's so talented with injecting, because some people are like afraid of needles and they're like really afraid of needles, and then they can't inject. As my mum, she can inject, I reckon if she was on prophylaxis, she could inject herself, because she's got the confidence. me and my mum inject in different veins. So my mum injects in my right hand. I inject in my left arm because the doctors used a different vein on the right arm, and I don't know. We can't feel it. We can't feel the vein, but some people can just. They've got that instant reaction.
No.
Yeah, where they can just feel it straight away and they know where to inject. So I'm not like that. I don't think. I take about 30 seconds to feel where I am just to make sure. Some people can just feel and know straight away for sure that they can just inject there. See, when you know that you can inject is when you can actually feel the vein, not see it. But sometimes your vein can be like almost bouncy when you push back and it sort of pushes you back. And it's that's when you know that you can definitely inject there. But when me and my mum have had this sometimes where we just can't feel anything for days, and the key is we think is to drink a lot and just keep hydrated. And sometimes before we do, like she sends me on my trampoline for a minute or so, or
Blood flowing.
yeah, gets my arms working and gets my blood all flowing. Yeah, makes me, because then I come in, my heart's proper beating, so you can feel the veins nicer. That's why we have little pump toys, like we had a turtle, and you have to squeeze them and make sure veins like pop up. It's like magic almost. It's like you squeeze something and then it would just come up. It's really quite... When I first injected myself, I was really... Well, I wasn't nervous, but I was like, oh, what? I was a bit nervous, but I was at the same time confident, like, because I had been like begging to do my own injection. My mum said, yes, okay, only we'll see how good you are at it. She let me do it, and I got my vein in straight away. We used to inject on. We use oranges because I think it's just really helpful, because I don't know why, but it's just really helpful. And we also think, as when we're injecting, that you're landing a plane, don't go straight down. So I'm going to inject myself in a couple of days, so we'll see you guys later. Bye.